Welcome everyone. I am Mr. Goldenbaum, and this is Supremacy 1914. Let's take a look at the Ottoman Empire. I would dub this corner of the map a little bit of a tutorial island where you can put maybe a less experienced player that really isn't going to have to worry about any immediate threats, even if you're playing a match where Russia and Austria, Italy, just all these nations here are your enemy. You're surrounded with a ton of AI nations. So if we look at Turkey specifically, he's got a double coal, he's got a double grain, and he's got a double steel. He's got a very well-rounded economy, and all of these neighboring provinces would give him a nice boost of materials, of food, of energy, just across the board. Sure, there won't be any kind of double provinces for him to really boost up his production. He's going to be able to go into the later game with building some pretty good infrastructure here in Smyrna, as well as his capital in Constantinople, harbors, factories, railroads, and he is in a prime position to be able to provide naval support for all of the engagements that will be taking place over here in the West. Two prime port candidates, and yes, you could always build a harbor, a factory, and railroads in some of these single provinces, but you don't get that same boost. He doesn't have any oil himself, so he will be a little bit starved. However, if he is able to complete his conquests here in the north relatively quickly in Romania, he will be able to secure the he will be able to secure the oil province here in Bucharest. And then from there, invest in the infrastructure and use that little bit of oil surplus that he may generate to be able to fund any additional naval units. After he wraps up a lot of these AI nations, he's going to have a strong army. He's going to have a bunch of heroes, and he'll be able to proceed either north here to help me in Germany if things do get bogged down, or he will be able to move directly into the west. He's in a great late game position. He's going to have a lot of extra troops to support any of our endeavors here in the West. Taking a look at his construction, he has gone ahead and built a single workshop here in the Smyrna province, which will be a huge powerhouse of his. As far as I can tell, he has not gone ahead and over-invested in any other territory. That's smart. I think one or two on this map where resources are extremely scarce. Each one of these workshops is going to cost at least 500 oil. You have the level 2 workshop, you're at 1,000 oil. So just by avoiding the production of 2 additional workshops, he was able to save 2,000 oil. And if you take a look at his production, he's only building the single armored car. I mean, from his position, yes, the armored cars are always nice. Additional units are always nice. If you're playing a larger map, it's much easier to go on an offensive when you have more units, and then you can acquire the territories, increase your production, and kind of start that loop, start kind of scaling up pretty fast from there. But he's not going to have the scaling opportunities, nor is he going to have the oil. Unless he goes after Bucharest here very, very fast. So I would have rather have him avoid this investment of an armored car. If we took a look at one of my provinces, take a look at the armored car, that's an additional 1,000 oil. I hope he doesn't make a second one. I think the use will be pretty limited, especially if he is moving it out on the front here before it would even arrive. Whereas being able to invest in a naval asset or potentially sling some of those oil resources to a frontline player would make a bigger impact here. But hey, if you've made it this far, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And with that, we'll see you on the next one.